Thank you for staying with us. This weekend, you have a chance to see the original King Kong movie back on a big screen. The River Run International Film Festival is hosting a screening in Winston-Salem on Saturday, and this is celebrating the 90th anniversary of the film.
90 years. So here to tell us more this morning is Rob Davis, joining us live. Rob is the executive director of the River Run International Film Festival. Great to see you, Rob.
Good morning. Great to be here.
Good morning. So first, okay, let's talk about the premise of the original King Kong 90 years ago.
Well, so you have King Kong, who is a rather large primate living on Skull Island, and he is captured and brought to North America to really be an attraction, an oddity, etc. And of course, what happens is he ends up wreaking havoc in New York City. And then also in the process, he has an attraction to a young woman, and he feels the need to protect, take care of her. And so while he is a classic film beast or monster, if you will, he is also one with a heart. And something that's very interesting, when the film first came about, he was just going to be pure ferociousness, okay? And if you look at the old poster, and we have a few of them up around town, he looks menacing. And then as the film was made, he adapted into a more humble and human type creature. And honestly, you feel, most people I think feel a great deal of empathy for him as the film progresses.
Wow, it's nice to see the original plot broken down like that, because there have been so many iterations over the years. Aside from this anniversary, why did you choose this time of the year to be screening this film?
Well, we always try to do some films that are appropriate for the Halloween season, for the month of October. And when we were looking this year, for one of them, I thought, well, let's see if any film's got a significant anniversary. And so I went back and started looking, and I realized that it is the 90th anniversary of King Kong. And what better film to include? It's such an engaging story, but then also, if you think about it, King Kong has played a major part in culture from the 30s through the present. You know, there have been many other films made. There have been theme park rides. Someone was telling me yesterday they saw a King Kong exhibit in a museum just last year. So this is an original film where the lead character, Kong, has become part of our cultural thread over the decades.
That's certainly true, Rob. And if you could share some elements used in the original that we don't see in the newer films. I mean, we're showing some of the original clips, which really kind of brings you back, you know. I mean, not that we were around then, but
Well, you know, a couple of things come to mind when I look at King Kong. I mean, it was early in the talking picture generation. And so it is said that this is the first film that had a complete musical score. While other talkies had music in there, this one had a score from start to finish, composed specifically for it. And it was by none other than Max Steiner, which is phenomenal. The special effects, certainly they had nothing compared to what we work with today. And yet Willis J. O'Brien's special effects in King Kong, I would argue, influenced filmmakers all the way through Jurassic Park.
Wow.
And then it also established Fay Wray as the screen's first real scream queen. And I was at an event with her a number of years ago, and she told a very quick story. She said she wasn't sure about doing the film for producer-director Merian C. Cooper, and to get her to do the part, he said, Fay, if you will do this film, I promise you will have Hollywood's tallest, darkest leading man. And she was envisioning someone like Cary Grant, and she signed on to do it, and then got the script and realized he was talking about King Kong.
No, that's too funny.
That's amazing. Really quickly, Rob, there's a speaker at Saturday's screening. Can you tell us who that is?
Yes, we're just so pleased because Dr. Woodrow Hood, who is director of film studies at Wake Forest University, is going to be with us just to share some context about the film and about King Kong prior to the screening. And I will tell you, we tested the copy of King Kong that was sent to us by the studio, and the restoration for the 90th anniversary, the picture and sound are incredible.
Oh, that is fantastic to hear that, Rob. Thank you, as always, for joining us this morning. And for everyone at home, the screening of the original King Kong film from River Run is on Saturday, beginning at 8 p.m. at the Marketplace Cinemas on Preers Creek Parkway in Winston-Salem. If you would like to get your tickets, just visit riverrunfilm.com.